Hi everybody, this is Doggy Dog Games with another tutorial. This will be a tutorial on our MeshTracer tool. In this video I'm going to cover the new version 2.0 camera culling features. So here you go. If you have the tool, you can go ahead and follow along. Here under Assets, MeshTracer, Examples, Camera Culling. You can see when we have this in the scene view here, there's just a bunch of scenes, and these all have our MeshTracer scripts attached to them. So I'm going to go ahead and hit run here so you can see what's going on. Alright, so here's some pretty effects that we've added to our scene. But what this scene is really emphasizing is the camera culling feature. So we have to go to the scene view to see that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go into our scene view and then select the camera. And you can see that all the effects are being culled, basically not drawn, when they're not inside the camera's frustrum. We did this because particle draw calls are very expensive. Even just instantiating them in the scene can get, emitting particles in the scene can get expensive. So if we have a game where we're using a lot of these effects and scripts, then you can really increase your performance by turning on this camera culling. And you can also see that it's happening per vertex. So as each vertex leaves the frustrum of the camera, then it's not called any longer. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on one of these so you can see the script attached to it. Let's see. There you go. There's one of these spheres that has a vertex particle script. You can see under here there's a camera culling drop down now. And there's a per object feature and a per vertex feature. If I just turn on the per object, then it'll only draw it'll draw everything on the object when part of the object is in camera. When the entire object is off screen again, then it will stop drawing. Or if you have per vertex, then you'll see this effect here. So really per vertex is probably the best, but it kind of depends on the situation, the size of your object, and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and show you one other scene. This nightclub scene was in version 1.0 as well, but we've increased performance quite a bit, so I just kind of want to show that off. So if you haven't seen this scene before, this is a nightclub that we found free online, and we are going to run this now, and with some of our MeshTracer effects running on it. So we've turned this nightclub into a lively, pretty nightclub now with all these effects going on to it. And you can see just walking around, this looks about like it did before, but now if I look into the scene view, I'm just going to look at maybe like half the scene. Now if I look at the scene view, you can see that everything over here on this left side isn't being drawn right now because it's not inside the camera's frustrum. Only the stuff in this corner is. Maybe I can do a side-by-side here for you guys. Let's do side-by-side. So as I start turning, you can see in the scene view, it really comes to life when things get into the camera's frustrum. So you can see here, lighting up. So that's all I wanted to show. It's basically just increasing performance quite a bit, and especially in really heavy scenes like this where we're trying to draw the whole scene using particle effects and line renders. Alright, and then finally before I head out, if you haven't gotten the tool, you can find it here on the Unity Asset Store. Just search MeshTracer, and there we are. Doggy Dog Games, MeshTracer tool. And then also, here's our website, just doggydoggames.com. You can also find some of our other tools that we're working on, like the audio visualizer tool, which is about to come out. You can also get support. So if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments section right here. Alright, hope you liked it. Have a good one, and keep making awesome stuff.